Hi Leos, this is Kelly Lunt bringing you your 2017 half-channeled, half-teroscope for what you need to know for the month of September to manifest what you want with ease, joy, and bliss. And so for those of you who are new to me, I'm a channel. I have anywhere from a team of 5 to 15 spirit guides around me at any time, essentially helping you move past blocks, move past insecurity, move past anything that makes you feel stuck. You know, that yearning for life's just got to be easier. I channel that information for you. I give you the clarity that you need and then help you clarity for what you want, help you get what you want, and you're going to feel good and enjoy the journey while you get there. So that's who my guides like helping. And stay tuned till the very end of the video, guys. I have a very exciting announcement to make. I'm going to be doing my first live in-person event, and I would love to see you there. So I'll tell you more about that at the end of the video. To get this started off in September, Leos, it looks like... Okay, so it definitely, Leos, there's something about... Yeah, your personal sector of life, your relationship sector of life, because you got a lot of water suits. You got a lot of water and a lot of major arcana and a lot of air. So what that's just kind of saying off the bat is that there's a little bit of, you can say turmoil, you could say conflict, you could say a little disruption in your personal life. AKA in law of attraction terms, it's just not flowing as easily as you'd like. You're making love harder for yourself than it has to be this month. Blunt and to the point, Leo. Because from that you got the 10 of water reversed. So the 10 in a suit is the number of completion. You've kind of done your journey. So the 10 of water is the ultimate contentment card, the card of, you know, we've done all the hard work, now we're a family, and now we're just enjoying. Are you kind of like, you know, when you build a nest egg and you save money, and then when you retire, you're like, oh, I have this beautiful nest egg, I have the family, you have it all. This is the you have it all card, but it's reversed, okay? So what's that saying? And because the dreamer card here, this is the Fool in traditional tarot. This is also reversed too as the basis for your month, Leo. So that's telling you is that you're blocking the full happiness in your life right now. You're making it harder than it has to be, and it's because you're not believing in it. You're not believing in love, essentially. So if you're single, there's a part of you that's like, okay, I want a husband, or I want a wife, or, you know, whatever label you want to put to it. I was like, that's this card, like, yeah, it would be nice to share my life with someone. It would be nice for yada, 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 a best friend. But if it's upside down, it means you don't believe it's possible. So your beliefs, your lack of belief in whatever you want in your personal life right now, your lack of belief is what's preventing it from happening. If they want to chime in a little bit, just as your lungs naturally breathe air, you don't sit there and resist your lungs. You don't sit there and think, like, lungs, why are you breathing? How do I know if you're going to breathe the next breath of air that I need? Do you see that little step of making breathing harder than it has to be? You're doing the same thing in your personal life. You know, it would be nice to have a best friend, or it would be nice to have a best friend that I'm attracted to, and there's a romantic connection, and it could lead to more, or I want marriage, or I want a boyfriend, whatever it is that you want to say. You're essentially not believing in it and blocking it. It's the same thing as telling your lungs, are you going to take the next breath of air, or are you just going to stop working? Okay, because from that, it looks like you're using the excuse of work to not allow yourself to let your love life flourish right now. So Page of Earth is kind of like if you're an entrepreneur, it's where you put out a bid and you're just waiting for someone to sign it. Or if you're in the corporate world as an employee and you're applying for a job, it's the same as you've gone on the first interview, the second interview, and the final interview, and now you're just waiting to hear from them. So you're kind of like you're letting something outside of your personal life be an excuse to start your love life. So like, for example, for me, that would look like, because I'm going to be doing the live show September 23rd, live channeling event for a group of people, synchronization workshop. This would be the same as me, because I'm single, like, and this is actually a good example for you guys too, because this is true. Like, okay, like, yeah, universe, go ahead and send me my male best friend. Like, let's do this romance thing. It's not happening for me because I don't believe it. And it'd be like using I don't believe it's possible because I'm so busy. I channel for so many people who could possibly want to date someone who's so busy. I'll focus on love after my event. So I hope that helps you see what's going on in your situation. So that basis is essentially stop blocking love in your life. Because in what you've learned in the recent past, it's kind of like you did have the epiphany that you want love. Like Knight of Water upright is the water is the relationship suit, the personal, Tony Robbins' 6 basic needs. It's the love and connection part of it. Or if you're not into Tony Robbins, it's your relationships, your friendships, your romantic relationships, your friendships, your family. Upright means it's happening. The 10 of water is the completion of the cycle. The Knight of Water is okay, it's complete, it's all there, and now we're taking action. So it's the same thing as like two people who are just first started dating, and now they're both like, all right, I like hanging out with you. It's like they admit it, the Knight, they admit, hey, I do like hanging out with you. Like, all right, let's just give it a go and see how it goes. Okay? So that means you want love and you're willing to put in effort, you're willing to like call the other person, all that stuff. Or apply it to your specific situation. Since it's reversed, this is letting you know, and since you have a lot of air suits in here too, that your mind, you've had the mental epiphany of like, hey, you know what? Either you're looking to improve the quality of your current relationship, or you're like, okay, I'm ready for a relationship if you're single, or it's, you know what, I would like to be close to my family, I would like to spend more time with them. You're having this awakening epiphany that you want more love in your life, but you're not acting on it right now. You're not allowing the love in, Leo. You're not, it's the same thing as, oh, you know what, I do want a girlfriend, I want to start dating, I want a wife, and then not going out on dates. That's what this reverse is. It's that I want love, but you're not putting in any effort to get it. You have the mental awareness that you want it, but you're not going out on any dates. You're not creating an online profile if you want to do online dating, or you're not going out to events and making yourself approachable to people, that type of thing, okay? Okay. In terms of what you're learning right now, yeah, you're definitely going through a huge shift, Leo, and your huge shift is kind of, just to be a little blunt, it's kind of about you're recognizing that the other person matters, because before there used to be a lot. I mean, you guys are Leos. You know how you are. I love Leos. They're very good at receiving public recognition. They're very good at receiving attention in front of crowds. So from that, you're starting to realize, though, that you don't need those huge, overly dramatic, well, not dramatic, you don't need those huge displays of affection, those huge displays of romance. You're starting to realize that how the other person feels matters too. And it's like those little daily things. It's the little daily, like a little sticky note, like, hey, hope you have a good day, I made you a sandwich, is a much more romantic gesture than like buying the flowers, doing the rose petals all over the room, and the champagne and the fancy 5-star hotel. That's good, okay, both are good, but do you see how you're making the shift from it has to be huge display versus you're like, oh, like my honey bunny made me a sandwich. She already knows I'm always running late to work and she made me a sandwich. She wanted me to eat lunch. That's the kind of change you're going through. In terms of what you're learning ahead, yeah, you're starting to relate to the Empress card in your future learning position. This is a huge card of awakening, of you want to spend more time nourishing your friendships and your relationships. You're starting to recognize that it's more about than just showing up, that it's all about nourishing the other person and like nourishing yourself, and being interested in the person's day-to-day activities, being interested in, oh, you have class, and letting them talk about their class. You're starting to realize that that level of hearing their daily stories is nourishing to your soul. It's nourishing to them. They feel validated, they feel heard, you feel connected. It's kind of like, this is kind of the whole, you're giving up the party life, going out and having 5 dates a week, maybe different girls, maybe different guys, whatever gender you are. And you're like, you know what, just that one person a week where I get to intimately hear all of their stories, that would be great. Okay, so if you're not, that's the example for if you're single. If you're not single and you're like married, you're going to recognize like, wow, hey, I haven't just spoken to my honey bunny about his day anymore. Like, what's going on? How did your business meeting go? How did your investment pan out? What's going on? It's the day-to-day communication that you're really going to focus on. So if it's with your family, you're going to start calling mom more. Okay, because in terms of your power for this month, you got the 5 of air, and so the 5 numbers. Oh, let's take a look at that really quick. Okay. 5 is just kind of you're going through change, you're going through a lot of potentially like emotional turmoil. But so your power this month is to essentially not make rash decisions, and your power this month is to don't repeat the same mistakes. This is that whole, that saying and that cliche not cliche, that saying in the common pattern psychology is that, you date the same person over and over and over again, even though you left this toxic person, you attract the same type of toxicity in, just in a different package, or the same, once you date, like someone who dates an alcoholic, they tend to date an alcoholic again, or even if it's a gambler, or not even necessarily a bad trait, maybe someone like an athlete, a runner, it's not a bad trait, it's just you're dating the same type of person over and over and over again, and you're kind of recognizing it's the awareness that you're like, I have to stop the pattern. So your power this month, to say it again, is to stop the pattern that you're having. Do different actions to attract different types of people in your life. And this goes like family, friends, personal coworkers, bosses, clients. Break the vibrational law of attraction pattern within you. So if you're like a new entrepreneur coach and you're and you dip into fear of, well, how am I going to pay for myself off of this job? Your vibration dips to fear. When you're at fear, you manifest when you're at contentment, peace, happiness, excited expectation. But when you're at fear, you're not manifesting. Or you're not manifesting clients that feel good, that feel joyous, when you're operating from fear, you attract clients to you who are operating below alignment, so they're operating out of worry themselves. You'll get a lot of clients they'll doubt you. They'll be like, oh, well, I don't know if you could actually help me. Oh, I don't know, that price seems a little bit too high. If that kind of thing's happening for you as an entrepreneur, you've got to fix the vibration within you. It's like, hey, I have that fear vibration within me. I'm worried about being able to pay my rent. You're therefore, of course, going to attract clients who are also worried in their day-to-day life. Well, I'm worried that you're not good enough. I'm worried that you can't help me. Do you see how that works? You have to stop the vibrational pattern that you're going on. Just do a reset. Like, I reset my vibrations. I'm reminding myself right now that I have full trust in spirit and universe and that they're going to help me reach my goals. And I love knowing that they know my skill sets. I love knowing that they know everything that I can do and how I can help people. And that they're going to use the material that I'm currently putting out there, Facebook ads, YouTube videos, Facebook Lives, Twitter, Instagram, however you get your message out there, that spirit will take your effort and they'll deliver it to just the right people that I can help and provide for myself. Okay, so I hope that helps, guys. So in terms of other people, yeah, it's kind of like there's just a little bit of disappointment around, like, so this is the card of outside influences like outside of you that are going to affect your month this month. And you got the Six of Water. So this is kind of the card of like thinking back to like, look how good I had it. I didn't appreciate what I had when I had it. So like, I don't know, let's say you were in a relationship and you broke up. The other person's definitely now feeling the, wow, well, I didn't appreciate this enough. Or if you didn't break up, they can just be having that wake up that like, oh my God, my boyfriend is really good to me. Oh, my girlfriend, she's really sweet to me. Those sandwiches she makes where she puts a little Post-it note because she knows I always run late. Like, wow, I need to appreciate that more because that's really awesome. So like other people are going to kind of have a little bit of a wake up and like not take you for granted as much. In terms of your hopes or fears, okay, it looks like you're placing a little bit of too much emphasis on things being fair. You're placing a little too much emphasis on, well, if I did A for her, then she has to do B for me. Well, if I listen to my dad talk for an hour, he should listen to me talk for an hour. It's really more, you want to see the Justice card turn into the Unity card, because the Unity card is all about like, hey, this is my tribe, this is my family. Oh, look, I need to listen to my dad for an hour. Okay, great. I'm so glad I could listen to him. Do you see how that's different? The like, oh, I'm so glad that I was able to be there to listen to him is so much different than, well, I listened to you for an hour, you don't have to listen to me for an hour. You got to give up the tit for tat. And you got to just get into the vibration of love. Me listening is showing love to them. I love that I can show love so easily. I love they're trusting me and enjoying and allowing me in on their journey. Do you see that like mental switch you can make to enjoy your relationships a little bit better? Yeah, because in terms of your outcome for the month, so how it's set right now, Leos, is that so Knight of Air. So do you see how you have the Knight of Water reversed in what you've learned from the past, and you have the Knight of Air of how you're moving forward. Okay, so you actually want this to like be the opposite way around to be happier, because this is going back to this again, is letting you know that you've had the epiphany that you want more love in your life, but you're not because it's reversed, you're not taking action on it. You're not willing to go on the dates. You're not willing to pick up the phone and call mom. You're not willing to pick up the phone and talk to your boss and say, hey, that little disagreement at work, let's talk it out. Like, you got to do that sometimes, guys. Man, I had to do that sometimes, even with my boss, because even if it's a boss, it's a relationship. If it's a coworker's relationship, it's like, hey, when we were working on that project, I didn't fully feel supported when you missed the deadline. Like, so what was going on? I want to make sure we're on the same page, because I'm sure you weren't trying to like set me up to fail. Like, you got to have those conversations, because that's what brings about genuinity. I don't know how to say that word. Genuine relationships. Okay. So how you're set right now is that you're going to be in the Knight of Air, and that's all in your mind, that's all in your ego, that's all in the human level brain of just trying to do push, 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 action, action, action. Like, okay, well, I want more love. Okay, that means if I'm single, that means I need to go on 10 dates because it's just a numbers game. That's the Knight of Air. I'm going to go on 10 dates, and I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 plow through them. If it's meant to be, one of them will stick out. Versus if you had the Knight of Water up as your outcome, it would be, so I'm like Spirit's saying use this as a tip to change, because right now this read is an energetic snapshot right now. So use this information to change your outcome for the month, to become the Knight of Water. So when a Knight of Water dates, he's more, okay, I am looking for a sweetheart, my special friend, and he'll go on, or she'll go on 1, maybe 2 dates a week so that you can kind of be fully present with the person, spend quality time with them, really hear them, really feel into how did you feel when you were with them? Did you like them? Do you feel good while around them? Versus I just got to get through this. Okay, so you need to change your mindset right there. All right, Leos, you've got this. Comment below. Let me know what's going on. Comment below. Let me know if you need a little bit more help. Give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. That's definitely one way to support this channel and help it grow, and just support the channel back if you'd like this information. And so from there, Leo, I want to tell you about my in-person event. It's going to be September 23rd, an all-day event. So it's going to be you, me, and Spirit all day. You're September 23rd in Peace Strength Yoga, Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're going to do an hour of completely releasing all resistance and all blocks and all the reasons why you can't do something. We're going to do from 10 to 1. We're just going to release all resistance, all the reasons why you can't have something, all the objections, all the obstacles you have to come over. We're going to release all of that. And then we're going to do 3 hours of channeling just pure source energy for you to give you the information that you need on the energetic spiritual side, vibrational level, law of attraction, as well as inspired ideas and divine downloads from Spirit for your next action steps. So we're going to align you spiritually, and you'll be divine downloaded with your next action steps on the human side. So you're going to release resistance, get the clarity that you need for what you want, get in the right energetic alignment and your next steps to take, and we're going to make sure that you feel good and enjoy the journey, because we're going to also carry it out after the live channeling for you. Then we're going to have an ecstatic dance event at night, where that's going to be, it's a journey of the chakra systems. It's an introspective dance event. We turn the lights really lit dim. We only have like little tea lights in the corners of the room, so you'll be able to see, but it'll be very dim, so you feel very safe. So anyone who doesn't like dancing because they're conscious of their body, like, this is for you. Okay, so there's the music down low, and then like the music is designed to take you on a journey throughout all of your chakras. So the beats start really deep. They start really slow so that it works with your root chakra to build your sense of safety. And then it goes through all the chakras to give you complete and utter release of all that energetic shift that we did in the morning, the releasing of old resistance, old vibes, old thought patterns that no longer serve you, and we called in new ones. The ecstatic dance solidifies it at a DNA level. So we're not just going to raise your vibration for this workshop and then a couple days. This is going to be a complete quantum leap in your life. This is going to be a complete energetic transfer shift in your life. From I was operating at like depression, fear, now I'm operating at contentment, happiness. The ecstatic dance solidifies that as your new default level. Because I've been to those events before where you go there and you feel really good, rah, 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 for like 2 or 3 days afterwards. That's the point of ecstatic dance, to keep that 2 or 3 days lasting. All right, I hope to see y'all there. I'll put a link in the upper right-hand corner to attend the live event. I'll put a link below too. Hope to see y'all there. Comment below. Let me know how you're doing this month. Let me know if I can help anymore. And come hang out with me September 23rd. Bye.